Hey guys, it's me again with another review. I just got done with 1984's Fatal Games, aka The Killing Touch, aka Olympic Nightmare, and I'm sure there's a lot of other names for it, which I probably don't know about. But it was directed by Michael Elliott, and it stars Sally Kirkland, Sean Masterson, and Lynn Banchek. And to be honest with you, let me give you a little bit of a history lesson for me with Fatal Games. Okay. So, first of all, I saw it on VHS when I was a very small kid. I was a wee little lad. I was about 6. And it petrified the hell out of me. It was one of the only films to ever scare me. And I used to get my mum to hide the VHS because I couldn't even look at the tape because it scared me that much. I thought, ah. And it got to a point where I couldn't sit by doors where there was a hallway. I couldn't walk down the street without looking at every rooftop. Anybody else saw in a tracksuit scared me. It got ridiculous, you know. And it was one of the most scariest films I'd ever seen at the time. And it stayed with me for another 6 years. Obviously, it really affected me, the movie. And the funny thing about it is the movie really shouldn't have. Of all the movies out there, it's one of the most ridiculous ones to be scared of. So anyway, basically, Sally Kirkland plays Diane, and I'm guessing Lynn Banachek is the one who plays Annie. Which is true, probably. So basically, they're at this academy for people who are going to be for these great super athletes who are going to the nationals. And basically, it's supposed to be set in an academy, but it's set in a high school gym where they're doing the stuff. And it's got all these different pills, whether it's running, javelin throwing, all sorts of athletics. And then basically they're told that they're going to have to take like these hormone drugs to make them better and stronger. And they're putting them in them and putting things, but they're doing it kind of on the snake and tell them it'll make them better. And the movie itself, just trying to think, I'm a bit brain dead today. The movie itself is, how can I put it? The theme song at the beginning is excellent. Winning isn't everything. Winning is the only thing. Push it all the way. Push it all the way. So anyway, going back to the story. And basically, people start getting bumped off by a killer in a tracksuit with a hood, and the killer's killing them with a javelin, which is probably one of the most silliest things possible. Like in what the first kill, there's a woman weightlifting, go woohoo, on her own, and then the javelin just gets up against the wall, and you're like, the javelin comes from that direction. The room couldn't have been so big that she didn't see it about to happen, but from when she gets killed, it's like she didn't know until after the javelin went inside her. So that's a bit weird. The performances are not very good. The acting and the rest of it's a bit flat. There's a lot of nudity in it. Women completely naked, men in jock straps. There's one athlete having sex with a trainer, female trainer. There's 2 athletes that are lovers. It's just one of those films which really is really flat. And the best thing about it is just watching the kills, really. So anyway, going back to it. So basically, then there's a scene where the javelin gets thrown from like, I don't know, it feels like a mile, but like 800 yards from a rooftop, all the way down to where the guy's doing the javelin throwing, and goes straight through him and kills him. Now, what I want to know is, where did all the blood go, and where did the body go, and why did no one not see it? Another one, the woman in the swimming pool. She's swimming along, and the killer's walking around the pool, then gets inside the pool while the woman's still swimming in it, and he's in big massive scuba gear, and there's a massive javelin in the water to get her. And you're like, why didn't this woman see it? Didn't she hear or see anything? Now I know it's dark in there. I know you're not supposed to think, but it's just a bit like, There's another one, the best one by far, is when the guy who hurts his leg. He damages it, and the coach goes, "You're going to be all right." He goes, "Coach, did anybody win the nationals with a cast on?" And it was really funny. I was laughing for ages over that. And basically, then he tries to find the boys, and he finds the boys. He's like, "Oh no, oh no!" And the person sees him with the javelin, like, "Yeah!" So he's about to go up the stairs because there's a cripple, because he hurt his leg, and he gets hit in the back. So basically, you're watching the movie. You don't really care about any of the characters. All you care about is watching who's going to get killed, how they're going to get killed by this javelin in these interesting different ways. The movie's nothing compared to the obvious comparison, Graduation Day. It's just too repetitive, and the characters, you don't feel like you're building anything with them. The character of Annie is flat, nothing interesting really, and it's a typical 80's film where it's on a low budget, and unlike without making a very great plot, it's just like kill, 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 you know, and it doesn't make it special at all. But it's a fun thing. It is a fun watch to watch if you want to listen to the theme song. And I like the tune when the killer's going to kill people. And I also like the kill scenes. You know, they're not great, but they're all right. So carrying on. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Here comes a spoiler for the end. If you don't want to hear the ending, skip this bit to a little bit further, probably about a minute. So basically, Annie finds out that they've been murdered, and the killer chases her and gets her right in the side, right, like in the hip area. And her boyfriend turns up and he leaves her in Diane's office, and that's where you realise that Diane is the killer, right? And the question is, why didn't her boyfriend see her in all the black behind the thing with the hood and everything on? But anyway. So she goes, "I'm going to be there in a minute, Annie." So Annie's like, got massive cut, turns over, right on the floor, newspaper, lazy script writing, lazy production. There's a newspaper going, hormone problems, man changes into woman, fouled, or something like that. Didn't work, right? Why would you have that newspaper right there on the floor? Get on with it again in a minute. Why would you have that bit of newspaper on the floor where students could see it, but know that you're a man who turned himself into a woman? So Annie sees her, basically starts running. The killer goes back to get the javelin. Now, why would you go for a javelin? Why not just get a knife and run after them? So there's the javelin. Oh yeah, straight for the door. And then there comes the bit where they're in the exercise room, and the best line ever. "I'm gonna disqualify you, Annie. I'm gonna disqualify you." Right? So then goes something about, "I didn't want to have to disqualify you, Annie, but that's what I have to do. I have to disqualify you," or something. And about not controlling him and how he's going to win and all this. And you're like, bloody hell, this is terrible, right? Then she gets running, and then she climbs up this big, massive scaffolding to this window bit, you know, like ceiling thing to try and climb out. She can't, but the killer jumps down, and then she gets kicked in the stomach, and the killer just goes flying off onto a table with a conveniently placed trophy right in the middle to go right straight for her stomach, or his stomach. So you're sitting there thinking, bloody hell. And then the theme song plays again. Push it all the way. Make it all the way. And you're like, yes. So that's the spoiler bit over. I'm sorry if people got on that and then found out. So what do I think of the film other than what I've just said? I think the soundtrack's great. I think the killer must have serious arm pain from holding the javelin up when they're sneaking across the corridors. You know, not holding it like this the whole time. Imagine if you didn't find anyone. 3 hours of doing this. Oh, my arm. So, you know, I find that quite funny. I like the shadowing. We've seen the shadow. I've always thought that's creepy in movies. So I like the movies. I like the kills. I do like the kills. You know, some of them are a bit silly. I do like them. I do like them quite a bit. It's one of the things I remember most about the film, especially the last one, where the bodies are kind of found in the locker rooms. You know, not in the locker rooms, in the lockers. You know, I didn't find the cast to be that enthralling or exciting at all. You know, unlike Graduation Day or Prom Night, you kind of grow with the characters. In Fatal Games, you don't. You don't really care about them. And you don't really care who the killer is until the end, and then you kind of laugh about it because you watch it again and you think, oh, okay, this is hysterical, basically. But it is a classic 80s movie. It's one of those 80s movies where you watch it and you know it's really bad, and you know it's not going to be fantastic, but you still watch it anyway. Okay. But you still watch it anyway, and you know, you just know that it's crap basically, but it's still fun. It's fun crap. You watch it, you enjoy it, you love it. At the same time, you think, what am I watching this for? I guess it's a bit like Zombie Lake in the fact that it's fun watch. Nowhere as good as Zombie Lake, but it's a fun watch. You don't know, you really don't like it, but you want to see what happens. And well, it's pure crap basically. But enjoy it, give it a go. Enjoy. I give it a 3 because of my retro feelings towards it from watching it as a kid on VHS. I still like it. I still want to own the movie. If it came out on Blu-ray tomorrow, I'd probably buy it because I think having the Blu-ray treatment will probably make it slightly better because the picture's so bad, like on the VHS and the DVD, like there's blurriness to the characters, but you kind of need that Blu-ray treatment to bring it, flesh it out, like a lot of the old horror movies. But anyway. Your typical horror slasher where someone's killing, but anyway, it's a decent movie. It's bad, it's really bad, but you know it's bad, and you're gonna enjoy it even though it's bad. So thanks for watching. Take care, and let me know what you think of Fatal Games. I'm gonna disqualify you, Anna.